Well, I've been digging in Alex's box of challenge locks, and this one he's got labeled hard but not evil. And this one is kind of a little bit evil. It's a little bit tricky. We got the key mummied on it there with this blue tape, but we don't need to pick that off because the core rotates. It'll rotate freely, I think. This is an evil lock, or potentially evil, if you don't remember this symbol. This is a Schlage Everest lock, and that looks kind of like a mountain. And it's a mountain with a secret buried in the bottom of it. Just like this lock, it's a tall lock with a secret buried in the bottom in the form of a detent that's right down here, located along the bottom shear line. Let's see, we try to wrap this up with a spacer so we don't crush this thing. And I'll show you how to beat this little spacer, or this little detent lock. Alright, what we're going to do, I'm going to try to use top of the keyway. And because you don't know when that detent's going to come into play, we don't know when he's going to bind up. Just take your pick, shove it in the bottom of there, back and forth, and if that detent's in play, you'll feel a turn on the core. I didn't feel it then. So obviously we got to pick these 6 guys on top first. So let's do that. At some point, as you pick the upper pins, you're going to notice that it either you're going to probably pick several of them. You might even pick all of them. But then the lock won't open. I got pin 1 and pin 2 there. You probably heard that. Very slight turn on the core. That was pin 3. Felt like pin 4. Okay, pin 6 is still springy. Okay, that was 5. Okay, I think everybody else is set, but 6 is still springy. Let me double check pin 1 there. Sometimes I overlook that guy. Alright, 6 is the one that we still got some springy action on him. He's not ready to be picked, but we got a pretty good fault set on this core. So what I'm going to do, it's probably the detent hanging up now. So you just take your pick and just kind of shove him right down in there. And if it's the detent, as you shove it back and forth 2 or 3 times, you feel a slight turn on the core, just like I did. So now we're going to go back and check the one pin that we know we haven't picked yet, pin 6. Let's see if I can get on him. Well, it's supposed to be pin 6. He's still a little springy, so let me check everybody else. Maybe somebody else popped up on us. Working around the warding here, trying to get on pin 6. Okay, he's still springy for sure. Alright, let's see if we missed that detent. We missed the detent. Alright, he's on the bottom right portion of this lock. He's there, right down here on that corner is where you need to put the tip of your pick and depress him. Try not to forget that symbol, guys. Alright, let's take a look at the key real quick before my battery dies. Let me zoom out on this thing. Alex, he sure did mummify this thing. We don't need no stinking key, but it's always nice to look at them after you get the lock open. And look at there, we got pretty good bitting on this lock. Let me get a backing up here so you can see. Anyway, Alex, thank you, sir, for the lock. This is all high-low, beautiful bidding. Beautiful. Thank you, sir, for the lock. Appreciate it. Everybody else, stay safe, stay legal, and please don't forget that symbol. Thanks for your time, fellas.